What's going on, guys? Spencer Clays here with another video of me cleaning a roof, but this video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be more of a podcast setting where I'm just going to kind of talk and answer some questions, comments, and messages that I've been getting, and hopefully give you a little bit of insight on the marketing aspects of your business, which is something that I really enjoy and I get the most questions about, as well as how to start a business and all that sort of good stuff. So let's dive right into it. So number one, if you're just seeing this channel and you're thinking about how do I start a business, how do I do what this guy does? And it's super simple. Like any business where you do stuff, just starting it is the biggest thing. No real question. There's no real secret besides getting out there, finding customers, and getting after it and making money. Making money is super simple. All we need to do is solve problems, make people's lives easier, and people are really paying for convenience. Most jobs, in reality, people themselves could do. Like someone could clean a roof, someone could paint their walls, someone could install their TV, but they don't want to. And if they have money, then they don't really need to. So our business fills this gap because people don't really want to do it and they're willing to pay us to do it. And we're going to do a better job much faster. And this brings us to the second point is how do we get customers like this? How do we find these people? And the thing that I always recommend, the best thing right now in 2022 is Facebook ads. Like these things are just killing it. If you put a good ad up and thousands of people are going to see it, you have a good offer, people are going to hire you and they're going to want to do business with you. This is really simple to do. All you need to do is put up a before and after picture, send it to messages and all that sort of stuff. So I got an ebook on it below, so go check that out. It's $6. But anyways, so that is the best way to advertise your business. Obviously, you should have your website up and running and SEO and all that good stuff. But SEO kind of takes a little bit of time to get going. I've been in business for almost 3 years now, and still my website is doing decent, but I really don't rely on my website at all. Because if you have any advertising skill whatsoever, you should be able to go out and generate customers whenever you want. That's the power of advertising and marketing your business. And let's bring this to a couple other questions that I get. The brush that I use most often is the Unger brush from Home Depot. Really, any brush will do for getting stuff off roofs, as well as the basic equipment for pressure washing. Really, if you're just starting, I would recommend you go out and get 2.5 gallon per minute, just basic pressure washer. Just see if you like the business, go out, start making money. Then from there, just upgrade to a 4 gallon per minute. And then upgrade from there to an 8 gallon per minute or whatever you want to do with your business. For me, I really don't pressure wash that much. It's really not as big of a demand in my area. So I only have a 2.5 gallon per minute and I only do a couple pressure washing jobs a year in reality. Most of the jobs I do are gutter jobs and roof jobs like this. So I really only use the brush and I have a whole soft wash system that I've got a lot of other videos on. It's just a 26 gallon tank with a 5.5 gallon per minute spray pump. So you just fill it with your sodium hypochlorite, bleach, and soap. You just spray the roof down and you're pretty much good to go. But in this case, these guys didn't really want the bleach on the roof because it's a little bit more toxic. They had they considered themselves a green yard. So we just put a little bit of the zinc on. Some of these types of roofs, I'll do baking soda as well. Baking soda just raises the pH of the roof and it makes it really toxic for moss to grow up there. It's a lot more environmentally friendly. So definitely suggest doing that, as well as you can use laundry detergent and all that good stuff. And it really depends on your area. So do a quick Google search in your area if you're wondering what chemicals to use, and I'm sure you can find an answer there. But yeah, we're just cleaning up the roof here, getting all the moss off. And then another question that I get all the time is, do you blow the moss off the roof and then just leave it? And it just makes me laugh every time because my favorite reaction is to be like, oh yeah, people hire me to clean the roof, and then my biggest goal is to make the hugest fucking mess, and I just leave all the moss on the ground and I get out of there. No, I always clean it up. And I say that jokingly, but yeah, no, always leave the entire property better than you found it. That's a huge key of business, just in general. Make people's lives easier. That's what they're hiring you for. As we said, people want you to make their lives more convenient. So we clean up their, driveways, sidewalks, decks, or whatever, and we just make their lives easier and better. Lastly, we're putting the white powder up here, otherwise known as the zinc monosulfate. This makes it very toxic for the moss to grow up here, especially in the Pacific Northwest. Moss is everywhere, so you got to keep up on it, especially it's just going to grow on your roofs, sidewalks, driveways, everywhere. It literally grows everywhere. If you haven't been up here, it's pretty crazy. But anyways, guys, that pretty much brings us to the end of this video. If you have any other questions at all, leave a comment below, subscribe, all that good stuff. You can also DM me on Instagram and get the book as well. If you get the book, there's another little couple upsells and such. And there's a couple cool ways for you to contact me, and we can do some private one-on-one calls. So that's probably the best way to get in contact with me. But I hope I answered as many questions as I could here. I'll continue to answer as many questions as I can in video format because I mean, the amount of messages that I get on a daily basis is way too many for me to be able to reply to in any sort of timely fashion. But yeah, get after it, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.